What's up, guys, and welcome back for another City Skylines stream. We are back in the gorgeous city of Quokka Beach. Last time we were starting our little farm area there that you can sort of see, getting a little bit of industrial on there, but hopefully we'll get some more of that today. But today is a very special day. Well, actually, tomorrow is a very special day, which in turn makes today a special day, because this might be the last time we're building in Quokka Beach, at least for now, because with tomorrow comes the brand new Park Life DLC, and I am super pumped up to finally get my hands on that. So we might be doing a special stream tomorrow, special Thursday stream, just so we can check out all that awesome new stuff, and maybe even start a brand new little town. So we'll see what happens. But what's going on, guys? Welcome everyone. Weiss, MC, Rocket Hawks, Trent, everyone here, ready for some building. I like it. But yeah, I'm super excited. I've been holding off on looking at too many details about the DLC because I do want to, sort of explore it for myself. But today, I finally caved. I caved a little bit, and I looked up a few things about what's in it, and just from what I saw, I think it's going to be really awesome. I think it's going to be super exciting. So I can't wait to get my hands on it. I'm debating whether or not I should take off work tomorrow, but my bills and responsibilities are telling me I probably should go to work. So, but keep an eye out for tomorrow night around our usual time, because we might be popping in. But let's get some more zoning in here. Keep getting those farms coming, and we do still have the zoning in here as well. Don't do that. Don't skip work to play video games. Is that what you're telling me to do? I guess maybe that's sound advice. Alright, let's get some more housing in there. And this is just the normal housing, right? We're not doing anything special there. Although we do have a district out here. We have this giant olive square district, which let's try to make this look a little pretty. Oh, if we can. Might not be able to. But this district's very important because it has the organic and local produce commercial style, which makes sense because they're right by those farms. Oh, just get a nice, perfect district. Oh, it's so satisfying. I gotta practice my district zoning, because the park life, it's got some districts. You gotta throw those park districts in. So this is my practice. That's my practice there. I think it turned out okay. That's relatively straight. You skipping classes is bad. Yeah, you gotta get that education. Can't be skipping those important lessons. How are our services out here? I kind of forget what we've put in. We've put in a little bit of healthcare. We put in a little bit of fire care, fire coverage. Police is good. We're not doing education because, again, we're trying to supplement these farms with some workers, which they appear to be doing just fine. They appear to not be having any worker issues, which is a little surprising to me, to be honest, because I thought we would get at least some sort of, like, hey, no one wants to work in the farms right now. It's the year 2096, and we're putting farms in? Come on, Mayor. But they're looking good. The dirt roads don't seem to be causing too much traffic just yet. And of course, just yet is the key words there, because it could very well flip in an instant. But it seems to be doing okay. Coming down here. This might have to change eventually, and I think we kind of knew that going in. But it's looking good. I also need to get used to not using so many mods, because for the first couple days, at least the first day of Park Life, I'm gonna just play it straight vanilla without any mods, just until all the mods sort of get figured out and fixed up. So I gotta not rely on the Move It mod and that amazing Traffic President mod. People still farm. Apparently they gotta get their food somehow. It's not like Back to the Future where you can just... I don't know, what movie was that? Was it Back to the Future? Where they just have like a machine? Or was that Spy Kids? Spy Kids, where they have like the McDonald's machine, where it just like materializes a Big Mac. That was my favorite. I don't know why I thought about that. Is that also in Back to the Future? I can't remember. I think it might be. I don't know. What's going on, MP? What's up, Gregory? Welcome to the stream. How you guys doing? And let's just keep going with the farms. I don't know if I want to necessarily zone along the curve road, because that road might be changing. We might be turning that into a paved road. I think that might actually look kind of cool. Maybe not a large road, but maybe just a small alleyway curving through here. Spy Kids for sure. Oh, Spy Kids. What a movie. What a classic of its time. I could have swore, didn't Back to the Future have something like that in like the future scenes, where they like could like make a dinner in like an instant? I feel like that's most future things though. That's kind of like a future stereotype, where it's just instant food. If only. Where's that technology? That's the technology we need. That look a little better, like right here. I don't know what's going on here. Back to the Future 2? It wasn't Back to the Future 2? Okay. I'm not going completely crazy. Alright, that looks pretty good. And I do like that going straight through. Just gives them another option for, say, if these guys coming down here want to go back into here once we start zoning, they don't have to come all the way down. Or I guess they technically could go in there, but you know what, giving them options. Always good to give options to your drivers, right? You don't want to force them all to go the same exact way. That's where you get the traffic. And speaking of zoning over here, I think we should do it. I think we should start the zoning. Let's just make sure they have water. They do. And I would like to get some nice full farms back in here. So let's grab our pathway and just do a big stretch in there. That way we get those nice 4x4 buildings. I like how I said I want to try to not rely on the Move It mod, and I've been doing essentially nothing but using the Move It mod so far in this stream. It's just so good. I can't stop. I'll do that entire back road. Hopefully that should connect the power. Yeah, that should be good. And then hopefully we can get that power connected up for these guys over here. And I'm still really happy with how our interchanges, our on-off ramps turned out. I don't even know what to call these. Is it technically still a double Y? It kind of is, right? Sort of a Y there and a Y there. It's a little more artistic now, though. I love that. Let's check our speed limits, because this road currently is 30, which I think we might have changed down here, did we not? Yeah, we made it 50 down here. It might have gotten changed while we were drawing more roads. And this turns to 60. Why does that turn to 60? Oh, because of the 3-lane road we got in there. Alright, so just keep it all 50. That's looking pretty good, and then we'll change this bit over here to keep them moving a little faster, because even though they are the smaller roads, they're the main road. They're the main small road. And we're not zoning anything directly on them. So they can go a little faster. Don't have to worry. One of the things that I'm super hyped about with the Park Life DLC is something that I've wanted, or I've thought should have been a thing in City Skylines for quite some time. And apparently, I don't know if this is 100% accurate, but this is what I've heard from pretty good sources. But still, take it with a grain of salt, anything I say. Apparently, they're changing the trees. So when you do a bunch of manually placed trees, such as like these guys we have here along our highway, or even back here along this highway, apparently they're gonna help reduce noise pollution. So I've heard. And if that's the case, if that is actually what is in the DLC, then I'm gonna be blown away. Because that's something that I've been hoping for essentially since I started playing the game. Hey, what's up, Saf? Welcome to the stream on Park Life in the morning. It's coming. It's coming. We might do a special stream tomorrow, so keep an eye out for it. Probably not going to be in the morning, though, because I do still have work. But once I get home from work, it's on. It's going to be on like Donkey Kong. Alright, these guys are building over here. That's looking good. I am building a little far away from them because I want to try to get our power a little closer. There they go. They're starting to build. They're starting to go, and it is starting to get very heavy with traffic in here. I'm concerned the capacity of these tiny roads is gonna reach its limit pretty soon. Maybe we should get a train out here. That might be a good idea. I think we might have discussed that last time, but I don't remember. Skipping work doesn't sound that bad after all. Can't skip work. You gotta make the money. You can't buy the DLC if you don't have money. And I need all the money I can get. I wish I could skip work, though. Alright, we do have the train line here. Is that our closest train? I think it is. I think that's our closest guy. We could potentially also do another hub with the ships. I don't know if that would connect, though. Cargo hub. Oh, it would. It would. I don't know if I really want it on the beach, though. Joe Mumbly with the raid. What's going on, guys? Welcome to the stream. Joe, thank you very, very much for the raid. How is it going this evening? And welcome to Quokka Beach, where we're trying to get our farms in order and trying not to make anyone abandon. At least not yet. Not because of power issues. Alright, we can connect that, and now we can actually connect from here. And then I believe we can disconnect all of these annoying lines in there. Still have this ridiculously long one back there. But it's getting there. It's going. Also, let's make this a little nicer in here. Why don't we just do that? Instead of needing all these. What was I thinking? That'll do for now. Doing great, just wrapped up chilling with some Stardew. Nice. Getting that Stardew, passing on dem good or relaxing vibes. Well, all the relaxing vibes, we'll take them. We're all about the chill and the relax. Alright, somebody building there. Come on. Somebody wants to build in there. I know they do. They want to connect that power up for me. Actually, it might not totally connect. This might be a little too large of a gap. But we'll see. We do still have the demand. And we're still getting that residential demand, which is excellent to see. We're just playing that game of zone a little industrial, zone a little residential, zone a little more industrial. And just keep going back and forth on that seesaw of demand. And then commercials kind of just like stuck in the middle. Commercials just saying, hey, don't forget about us. And we won't. We'll put a little more in. We'll put a little more down there. Kind of mirroring that little spot. I think that'll be good. Hopping into lurk. All right, Joe, enjoy the lurk. And again, thank you very much for the raid. Now, I do want this road to continue through. I don't want that to be a dead end there. And I'm thinking, if we bring you down close to the beach, that can actually just naturally link up to over here. Maybe even do a big curve right in this bit. If we did something like that. I kind of like that. I'm kind of digging that, but I don't. I want it to just connect up to here. But I do still like this road, so we'll keep that. But it's not going to be the through part. This is just going to be a side street coming off there. Something a little bit like that. That looks good. And we'll even do a little turn back road like so. Just to make these turns a little easier, so you guys can go into there or to there. But here they can only go straight. And then opposite for that side. And I think that is all linked up properly. I think. Did I miss anything? This guy. You can only go to there. So that way no one's making too sharp of a turn. And that just continues straight through to there. So that looks good. Had a city that the residential, industrial, and commercial bars on the bottom stayed flat. And there was no need, so you couldn't grow? No need at all? How big was the city? Because I've sort of had that. I've had that in my largest city, actually. Once we got to, like, the ridiculous population of, like, I think we got up to, like, 300,000. Maybe, like, 200,000. Somewhere between 200 and 300,000. The only demand we ever had was industrial/office. We never got commercial or residential, so we ended up getting a mod so we could actually zone things other than just office buildings. But yeah, how big of a city did you have that problem in? Okay, traffic's looking pretty good. Last time I toyed with the idea of making this a little more streamlined. And I want to try it. I just want to try it and see if this will work. If we go like that, it looks very crazy. But actually not too bad. Not any crazier than what we already had, right? Pretty small, like 50,000, really? That's really strange. I've never encountered that. At least not on a city that small. Yeah, it might have just been a bug or something. I don't know. I wish I could tell you. I wish I had the answer, so I know what to do to avoid it. Alright, you guys only can go into... Where is that point? Is there not a point there? There it is. There we go, because we were getting some people turning there, which really makes no sense. Oh, I guess it's because of a speed limit ordeal. There we go. Keep it all 40, keep these all 50. And I don't know if this is gonna actually help the turnings, the right turns. I think it will. I think it will, because now they're not crossing over each other here. It's more of like a slip system into one intersection rather than two bits. And it seems to be doing okay. I do feel like this should be 2 lanes. It probably should be 2 lanes. Is it time for an upgrade? Except we can't. We'll never be able to upgrade this road. Because we can upgrade that side. We can't upgrade the other side. We can choose one side to upgrade. And then no more. Only one road can have 2 lanes at a time. Oh, and that's never gonna work. Let's see if we do that. No. Nope. The movement mod strikes again. Yeah, we just drew them a little too close together. They look good when they're the small roads, but we didn't leave quite enough room for the upgrade. We could just redraw it, I guess. Delete that bit. We might actually be able to. There we go. But now, will we be able to actually put that little road back? No. Absolutely not, says the game. Oh. Let's give him some space. Roads need space. Or so I've been told. It definitely makes that look a little funkier. For sure. We might be able to squeeze it. If we squeeze it in, does that look weirder? Or is that better? That's not too bad. It doesn't look as odd. It looks a little odd. But only on the end bits. If it's not on the end bit, it looks good. And actually this is supposed to have a connection going across there. Yeah. Maybe that'll help a little bit. Or not. Not terrible. I think I could live with that. It's actually not that noticeable. And then what we can do with that additional lane is just make it a little smoother yet again for these guys. Going right into there. You guys have to go into there. That way there's no merging issues. Make sure it's all 50. You guys are just zooming on, doing your thing. And that way we actually get a turning lane here. We get the straight lane. We get the turn lane. Yeah, because you can see here, with just a normal connection, the two lanes on the middle bit have to cross over one another here. But when we separate those roads and do the little slips, they don't actually cross over other than inside the intersection, which is just now one singular intersection. So it looks good, looks decent, looks alright. For something I made, it looks good. And it seems to function pretty well. I do want to take some parking off this road. I don't think people should be parking here. There we go. A little better. Plans for getting Park Life DLC? We're definitely getting it. I've actually already pre-ordered it. I actually pre-ordered it earlier today, as a matter of fact. I don't really have any plans in terms of what I'm gonna do with it, other than just like mess around and try to make something cool. But that's kind of the fun part, right? Exploring the new stuff and seeing what it's all about. Let's continue with our residential. Check our power. Yep, not quite linked up, but if we do a smidge more on this side, and we're going to do another one of our little pathways in here. Let's just turn off all the snapping so we can go right along the road. That way we get some nice zoning in there. Hide that up. That's pretty good. Good for now. Oh, what did I just do? There we go. Sorry, guys. Sorry for just completely moving your plot of land. But that should be just fine now, minus the building that we deleted, which has, in turn, disconnected their power, but there we go. That's what we were waiting for, just the one building. That's the difference maker. What we got going on here? We had some issues. They've gone away. I think it was not enough buyers. I think that was the symbol, which means we need a little more commercial. So let's just dump some in there. Let's not do the single bit, just because they tend to have issues relatively easily. That's good. And let's actually do some parks, which right now we just got these lame ass normal parks, but come tomorrow we'll have some spectacular handmade parks. Let's do a basketball court there. These people are outdoorsy. They need some outdoor activity. That seems pretty good. And you know what? Let's actually do a second one over here somewhere. Maybe right in here. That's not bad. Not a bad spot. Let's put a couple roads coming along there. Actually, let's see if we can get those to look a little better. That looks good. Still very spaced out. And then we'll do one more little road going right along the beach. That's going to be some nice housing. Nice little neighborhood. Let's actually connect that bit up. And we'll redraw that so it has a nice curve to it. Ooh. Almost has a nice curve to it. Something like that. There we go. That's more like it. And then actually keep that curving straight through. That's cool. I like that. It's a little curvy neighborhood. We still have so much to zone still. And we even have more zoning to do back over here. We never quite finished up this because we need those workers. But oh man, just looking at these little parks we have built up, oh, it just makes me so excited. So excited knowing that we're going to have so much more to work with in just a few hours. Hey, what's up, Antinous? Welcome to the stream. So we have a little more commercial. Let's work on that train line again, because I keep getting sidetracked. So let's see where we want it. Where do we want this train? My instinct is telling me, let's put it out here, at the edge of the district. But when I actually think about it, I feel like that might cause traffic issues, because then everyone's going to be flooding towards that side for that one small dirt path. So I'm really thinking maybe our train should come to a more central location. We could actually get rid of this little road that's kind of just sticking out in there. Maybe put the train in there. That's not a terrible spot. It's pretty open, so we could fit it in there. Maybe a little tight. may be a little tight for that zone. The other option is we could put it somewhere back here within this giant curve. That way it's still sort of on the edge of the industrial, still on the fringe, but it's not on the fringe that's just all dirt roads. So we could have a connection coming off of the main road, coming off of the side roads, coming off of the dirt road. So they'd have a bunch of different options to get back into here. And I'm thinking that would be good. Yeah, over in the giant curve. I agree. Let's see if we can start with just a road coming in here. And we will pave it. We might have to straighten it up just a little bit, unless we throw it on the back side of it, which would be kind of crazy. And I actually kind of like that. Hey, sports fan, welcome to the stream. How are you doing this evening? So if we threw you in there, where's everyone going to be coming from? They're going to be coming from here, from our diagonal curve road going through the entire bit, which does kind of give it a purpose. If it starts all the way down here, they would have a direct line towards the station. They'd also be able to come in there, and also able to come in from over here and over there. I'm kind of liking that. I do think this should continue straight through, however, so these guys don't have to make that turn back right there. And actually, I kind of want to disallow that turn, because it is quite sharp. And then sort of the same on this side. You guys can go straight, or you can go to the left, but you can't quite go to the right, because if you want to go right, you can turn in there. You have your dedicated turning lanes. That's more of an expressway getting through. So we want to minimize all the traffic that's going to be crossing. And that's making me also think you guys need to go straight through. And you guys need to go straight through. So again, you're not making those crazy sharp turns. And I like that. I think that's looking pretty good. Now we do have to get our tracks in. Where's our other cargo stations? Let's take a look. Because we have this one. We've got the one up there. We've got a few up here, actually. We have a lot in the northern part of the city. And I think this actually might be our most southern cargo station. We don't have any down on the southern island, and definitely not in the tourism island, because that wouldn't make any sense. So I'm not seeing really any way for us to make like a loop connection, because we sort of did that with all of these guys. These all form essentially a giant loop of a cargo train coming down through the city, around the northern part of it, and then back. Oh, and we got some more fires burning down everything. Do we not have a fire department? We do. Do we need another fire department? I think we do. Let's do it. Let's put another station in. There we go. So let's take a look at those trains again. And you can see our loop. They have access points from out of the city, but then also the loop within the city. But yeah, I don't think I'm gonna let these guys, although we could connect them from here. I did forget about the hub, because the hub also has the train. So what we could do is have the line come in from the northwest and from the hub. Mr. Gray with the resub 5 months in a row. Has it been 5 months already? Mr. Gray, thank you very much for the resub. Guys, if you don't know Mr. Gray, he's a pretty chill cities streamer as well, and he makes some amazing cities. So go check him out if you like some cities action. And he streams a lot earlier than I do usually. He's usually streaming when the sun's up, opposed to me, where I'm streaming when the sun's up, but in a different part of the world. So thank you very much, Mr. Gray, once again. And what are we gonna do with this train? Let's see if we can figure it out. I do like the idea of maybe bringing the hub, because then we could actually sort of get a loop going, couldn't we? If we had the hub line come across, link up on this side, and then that one goes off into the distance, into the night. The other option, just bring that straight along, still connect it, but just have a dead end go that way, which might be the cleaner looking option, to be fair. But we do want the track going to the west for sure. So let's grab our track. I am going to do a level crossing just for now, because A, I think level crossings just look cool, and B, I'm lazy. So let's try to make it a little straighter. A little straighter. Perfect. I don't know if that's straight. We'll pretend. That's pretty good. It's got a little wiggle to it, but... Oh, there we go. Take that wiggle away. No wiggle. No wiggle in the city. Although to be fair, we have a tremendous amount of wiggle in this city. Any tips for aesthetically pleasing cities, or how to carry traffic quickly through different parts of the city? For aesthetically pleasing, I feel like that's something that's kind of, beauty's in the eye of the beholder, right? So whatever you find aesthetically pleasing, other people might think is, completely ugly. Especially cities that I build. Some people might think that they're just messy, disorganized, ugly, which I can totally see. But personally, there's just some parts where it's nice. I personally take advantage of the guidelines. Those are an amazing tool to help you with the spacing, if you like the perfect spacing, if that's something you enjoy. You can see like our circular roads going around nearly perfect. I'm sure there's some bits in there that aren't exact, but close enough. Also, the Move It mod is a great tool, especially if you're doing highway work, particularly highway junctions like this guy here, which is a brand new addition to the city, which I'm actually really pleased with how that turned out. And the Move It mod just allows you to make those small adjustments that can turn something from looking pretty good to looking amazing. So those would be my couple tips. And for getting people going around the city, highways definitely, if you can master a proper highway system, then you're golden. We've been doing pretty good with our sort of highway main road system here. You're getting a little bit of traffic in here, but that's kind of always been there. But getting highways and public transportation, if you can optimize those things, your traffic will have no problem. Alrighty. So traffic is starting to get a little heavy. We're still at 85% though. So even though it is heavy, it's still flowing. Which is always what I'm aiming for. If it's moving, it's good. If it's in gridlock, then it's bad. Then it needs some changes. Let's keep going with our train line, however. And just get you going. And why is this like at the slightest angle? How did that happen? There we go. If we do that, that's a little nicer. It had like a 1 degree angle. Let's see if we can actually can we get a nice 45-degree angle in there? Probably have to curve it a little bit. Or is that just too short? There we go. Maybe we'll delete. We'll delete you so we can get you in there a little better. Let's come out just a touch more. We'll go to there. And then I think that, yeah, there we go. There's our beautiful 45-degree angle. And is that even going in the right direction? It is. Miraculously. So we'll get you going straight across. Ooh, those heights though. Those are some serious bumps. And we are going to have to cross the highway, which is making me think maybe we won't level this off right here. We'll keep it raised and try to keep it raised at this level so it's not a roller coaster. Regis, thank you very much for the follow. Okay, that's a big bump. Would help if I turn down the adjustment on the steepness so we can get it start raising up, but actually not raising up. We want it to be the same exact level and keep it going relatively straight. Oh, and then once again, oh, is that raised? I guess that is raised. It just doesn't look like it because it's going uphill. But we'll use the Move It mod while we still can before the new DLC comes and breaks it. And we'll make it all the same level as that. And there we go. Now that is a proper bridge. Looking good. So it's not dipping down, it's not shaking all the passengers loose. I guess it wouldn't really be passengers. All the cargo loose. It's precious cargo, gotta keep it safe. And just keep that going right across. Now, it might still be a little too high. Yeah, it is still very high. So let's actually start bringing it down. So it's still elevated, but at a less ridiculous height. So when we draw it out, it'll still have enough height to go over the highway, like so. Perfect. There we go. And it looks like we are gonna maybe mess with the heights again. Actually, we might not need to dip it down. Let's just grab these couple. And get at that height. It's actually pretty good. Pretty level. See if we can grab these guys. If we bring all of these to this height, is it gonna sink into the ground? What do we think? Take our bets. Oh, actually, it doesn't. It goes right on the ground. That is beautiful. That is a beautiful, beautiful sight. So it stays nice and level all the way from back here. So it goes up this slight hill, very slight incline, across the water where the land just drops out from under it. But it's just a nice smooth ride all the way across the highway. That is one of the few times that the heights actually end up looking pretty good. Ooh, accidentally grabbed the highway. Very important to only grab the nodes you want to move. There we go. We still missed one. There we go. That's what we're looking for. That's beautiful, followed by a gigantic mistake. Typical, right? So now that we're on this side of the highway, we can think of how we're gonna break this off. So let's pause the game just so we don't disturb the train that's currently going on there. And if I brought that down to ground level, would it be? No, it wouldn't be just one big curve. But if we go to there, or big ramp rather, that's a nice smooth ramp going all the way down. Actually make that curve connect now. There we go. And then this guy. Is going to make his way up to there. And this is where my lack of train knowledge comes into play. Curve that like so, and curve that up like so, and that looks pretty good to me. We'll keep an eye on it just to make sure it doesn't cause any train traffic issues, but that's a nice bridge going directly to our brand new cargo train station. And yeah, do we want to bring the hub over? We could bring it straight over to here. And just do another connection right there. Or we could get really crazy with it. Bring it over here, curve it down, a second track coming along, connecting to the other side. I don't know, I kind of like the crazy idea. Make sure the tracks are connected at the junctions. Oh yeah, move it can definitely, if you curve it a little too much or not enough, it'll actually take away the track a bit, but it looks like we're pretty good. It looks like we have tracks everywhere. Bring the hub. We're gonna try. We're gonna try to get the hub. I do think it would be good to have it connect somewhere else. But how? Is the question. So let's bring a straight bit. I like the idea of this just coming straight off to here. without breaking the power, preferably. I'll just do that for now. Oh. The only thing with this train track, trying to get it to connect to here, is it's a lot lower since we raised that up, and this is essentially at sea level. So we'd either have to do a ramp up, which we could do pretty easily, or we could do a curl up, do a little loop-de-loop. But I just want to see what this would look like if we actually had a second track going across here. If we had the double track. Oh, that is not straight at all. Whoever built that second bridge was a little drunk when they built it. How did that even happen? Going straight across. How did that happen? Is that at a different angle? Okay, now it's good. Now we're set. Oh, but why don't we get a little bridge right here? Where'd our bridge go? I think we have to raise it up a little bit, maybe? Oh, no, it just doesn't want to give us that bridge bit. How dare they? So you can see the difference of a Move It mod in the back, standard vanilla placement in the front. Which one would you rather go on? How adventurous are you? And actually, I guess it doesn't really matter about that bit because we are going to curve it anyway. But let's just start with that for now. That way we can get that lovely movement mod to fix all our mistakes. Which, again, how am I doing this? How am I completely butchering... Oh wait, you know what it is? I think it's this road. I think it's this bridge isn't straight. Is that what it is? Does it have a little curve to it? I honestly can't tell. I think it's good. I think we're okay. Maybe I'm just going crazy. I also realized I didn't line the nodes up perfectly. Alright, redo. We'll start from there. Go from there to there. Let's make that height nice and semi-level. We'll just go from node to node. Actually, if we go to this node, it should place the nodes the same, should it not? No, it's not. It's almost. That's what I get for trying to be lazy. takes patience. Apparently. For some properly spaced bridges. Let's grab just that one side. I think we got most of it. If not all of it. And make it all nice and level. And then we have the 2 train bridges going across. And I think that looks really cool. We could even make them one way. So they go one way down and one way back. But that might be overkill. Maybe just a little bit. But maybe not. Who knows? We can always give it a try. Now we do want to keep this a bridge. It doesn't make sense for it to go down to ground level only to loop back up. And that is a pretty big loop. Pretty smooth. I'll just make a few tiny adjustments. That looks pretty good. This all looks pretty nice. And I'm liking that. I'm liking that going into there. And what happened here? Just some funky terrain. Nothing we can't fix and smooth. Yeah, let's actually get rid of the power lines because they're messing up the terrain just a little bit. Ooh, and this would actually look super cool. What if, since we have this ridiculous power line, which we do still need, we are going to need it for at least a little while longer, unless we put some sort of power specifically for this area down here. We could actually bring that power line right through. Do I not have snapping on? Is there no snapping to road guidelines? Oh, I guess I would have to snap it to the grid. Which would be right there. And if we had that come all the way down. Ooh. Doesn't quite have the height. I don't even know if these can be raised to that height. But we'll try. We will certainly try. Oh, oh, I like that. I like that idea. So are those still technically nodes? I think they are, yeah. So now we have to try to just get all the inner bits. And actually, it doesn't matter too much if we overlap here, because we do want it to be the same height as the road, or as the train track. Oh, that looks pretty cool. That looks really cool. We could try to make these posts all line up, but I'm not that particular about it, because they're not actually spaced out evenly, so we'd have to do them all one by one. But I like that. I really like that. If we have to have a gigantic power line, that's the way to do it, right? Have some flair to it. And we'll just have you go right down to there. So that's connected, Comes all the way across here through the bridge. And I guess we'll just, for now, go from here. Because I don't know exactly where I want to bring that from. But even just by doing this, it makes it way better than whatever the heck we had before. Ooh. And let's also make this a little more of a gradual raise instead of just going from ground level to high in the sky. And that looks pretty good. I am really happy with that. Can we actually curve these? I've never actually tried to curve power lines. I don't think you can. No, you can't. Although with the Move It mod. With the Move It mod you can. Oh, that's kind of ridiculous. I don't know if I like that. That's not really realistic, is it? To curve power lines. So we'll just go. We'll just go with that. That'll do for now. Line them up so boats can go through. I don't think we have any boats going under there because this is actually a bay. And we don't have anything on the bay. I may come back and line them up though, just because that might make it look even better than it already is. But I love that. I love how that turned out. That just has a really cool look to it. Maybe a little unsafe. I don't know the codes on how far gigantic power lines have to be from train tracks, but I like that. I like that a lot. Now we do have to still connect our second line somewhere. We gotta do something with it. And it's gonna connect somewhere down here. And the question is, can we get that over there? We can. Actually, if we do that, maybe we'll break that off a little sooner. Doesn't have to necessarily come all the way down to here. But I'm kind of digging that. I'm digging that. Loop it underground. We could put it underground. Underground might actually look better, and it also would allow us to actually do some stuff in there. Because this does look a little unclean. Looks like a big golf club or a big hockey stick. It's the hockey stick line. Just need to add some tape to it. I do think going underground is probably going to be for the best though. So let's go just under and see if we actually can. Under that road. Bring it straight back. And then that'll actually allow this to just dip down underground here. Instead of like curving and breaking off and going every which way. That way it just stays completely parallel till one goes underground, and this one actually might become a bridge eventually if traffic starts getting backed up there or in there. But just for now, we'll keep them as they are. And keep that going down in here, and we'll add a little curve to it. And there we go. I do feel like this should go underground before it curves. Because once again, I just feel that that looks a little cleaner. Rather than it going underground with the curve. I just feel like that would be a little safer, probably. There we go. And I'm liking that. I will also add a single bypass road here. Or at least try to. Like we've been doing with our other stations. Just in case anyone actually is passing through. I don't know why they would. But in case they are... Oh, what am I doing? In case they are... I'll just do a little bit like that. And a little bit like that. So that way if they're not stopping at the station, they can go around. And it just also adds a little cool look to it. Reapero, thank you very much for the follow. So let's see how our traffic is. Is that say 89%? Hold up. Was that up to 89%? Currently 88%? What did I break? I had to have broken something. That we have 89, 88, 87% traffic. What happened? Did all the roads get shut down? Okay, it's normalizing. It's stabilizing. Must have been a slow day, holiday maybe. Everyone was out of town. We're up to 87. Is that just because of the cargo train? Is that the only thing we did? Did that have that much of an effect on traffic? There's no way. There's no way that's real. The game, I broke the game somehow, right? It's gonna plummet in a second. It's gonna go down to like 70. Let's do a little more residential. Let's get that traffic back down. Let's add some more people. Thanks to freight trains, reduce the semi-truck traffic, I guess. I didn't know it would be that drastic, though. That's almost 4 or 5 whole percentage points. Okay, we're back down to 85, which is where we were, essentially. Maybe by me, like, adding train lines and messing with them, maybe a bunch of trucks, like, despawned or something. That's the only thing I can think of maybe happening. But let's go look at our stations. This one's still doing pretty well. Then we have our northern ones. Oh yeah, this guy getting some usage. And this one actually doesn't have any through roads, does it? Well, we should definitely add some of those. Let's add... Let's see if we can get one going underground. Or not. There we go. And you're gonna go underground. Oh, slope too steep. We're really? How can I get a non-steep slope? Perfect. We'll just do a little move it action. Slope too steep. But I'm drawing a straight bit. Slope is still too steep. What? Oh, it might be because you're not going the right way. Let's try that. Nope, the slope is still too steep. How far underground is that? It shouldn't be that far. There we go. Okay. It's in there. Now we just make it look good. Oh, except I don't think I can grab that, can I? There we go. We've got ways. Oh. I've ruined it. Can't grab the node. Alright, we'll move the building. And just watch everyone freak out for a second. And we'll just put you right back. No harm done. Nobody noticed the entire building disappear. Oh, that is funky. It's freaking out. Oh, they are using the through bit. Oh god. I don't even know what the right height is supposed to be there. That does actually look kind of good. Relatively good. Nobody saw anything. Just another normal day in Quokka Beach. Nothing out of the ordinary. So we did do the... It's a little wiggly under there, but it's underground. It's in. We can just move on. Yeah, we did it a little easier over here. And looks a little better when you have a little more space to work with. Did kind of squeeze it in. I guess we could have started it a little further back. Let's see if this guy is gonna use it or not. Nope, he's going in there. Someone's using it though. And should we take a little train ride? I think we should. Passing the beautiful city of Quokka Beach. A little hilly out here by the industry. There he goes, just using that little slip lane, going right by the airport. Just all sorts of transportation going around. Game crash. No. I think that was just the autosave, thankfully. Always going through that one as well. This guy's in a hurry to get out of the city. He's got places to be. No stopping at any stations. Lots and lots of cargo. Let's see if is he gonna be 3 for 3? Getting out? Oh yeah. Wants no part of my cargo stations. And he's off. Leaving Quokka Beach. Far off in the distance. And there he goes. Into the night. To some other city. Alright, that's excellent. Excellent to see that that works. Still 85% traffic. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know what we did. But I'll still say our record is 89% for traffic. I'll still count it. It's still going in the record books. Let's just take a look at the traffic down here. Any bad spots? Not really. A lot of people are using this road here. The curvy road. And I think they're using that because they're coming from the train station and they're trying to go to the south here. Or maybe they're going into here. It's hard to tell. But it's actually not doing too bad. Let's zone a little bit more. Oh, and we do have something right here. What is that? Not enough buyers. Okay, so we need some more commercial. So we'll do that after we just zone a little bit more. Fire at the farm. Uh-oh. Do we have a fire at the farm? I'm not seeing a fire. Did it get extinguished? Did I miss it? Or is it a different spot? Fire watch. Let's see. I don't see any. I think we're good. I think we're safe for now. So those guys are building, but we do need some more commercial buildings. And I'm actually thinking dezoning these guys and making this curvy road actually a commercial avenue. Yeah, we can do that. We can do that spot too. Oh, you thought the buyers was a fire? Gotcha. It was an issue. You were right about that. Just not necessarily the one. The farms actually have been pretty good with fires so far. We haven't caught on fire that much that I've seen. But now that I've said that, there's going to be fires all over the place. There's a lot of traffic coming off here, coming off into this four-way intersection right here. Which is making me think one of two things. A, upgrading this road, or B, depending on where these guys are going. Let's see. A lot of them, actually none of them are going to the highway. That's interesting. I was thinking most of them were going to the highway. They're not. They're going actually into the zone. All right. Okay. I see you. Industrial traffic. I see what you're doing. But not really, because you confuse me. So I guess that's pretty good, how it is then. We do have some sharp corners, though, which is making me think we should do a slip ramp for these guys, if it will allow me. It might not. Ooh, and it might be time for the level crossing. We could also move the junction to here. Let's see. let's just get rid of the train for now. We might keep that a level crossing over there just because I like it. And if we instead put that section in there, got rid of that bit, so they don't have to make that insanely sharp turn in there. And disallow left turns there, so they can go left there. I'm also thinking 2-lane one way, where you're going straight and you're going to the left. Oh, I should probably put the train back before I hit play. Whoops. Sorry, guys. Get you going underneath. And yeah, let's keep this a level crossing. Oh, and it has to be the proper train line. And then we'll go underneath there. That'll do. Make sure those are actually connected. It looks like they are, so it looks like we're good. Ooh, and this might be an interesting little junction in here. Let's make some changes here. Hey, what's up, Metallica? Welcome to the stream. How are you doing this evening? Let's make this a little more efficient, since it is getting quite busy with all this traffic, although a lot of the traffic is going into there. Really is. Now the problem with these alleyways, you can't do bridges. Can't do bridges, can't do tunnels. Which is a little bit of a shame. Because I was really thinking of doing something like that. So instead we'll go with our, I guess it would be a regular road. Alright, Rocket Hawks, have a good night. Thanks for hanging out. There we go. There to there, and then all the way to there. Which is a little crazy. And a little not perfect, but there we go. Mix it up a little bit. And then what we'll do is almost make this a little junction here, where that curves back on itself, like so. So that way, these guys coming in here, coming down through here, that instead of going right and having to cross through two intersections, they curve back, and we'll actually change this bit right here as well. So that way it merges into the two lanes. And everyone's got their own lane. I like that. Music's really relaxing. It is pretty relaxing music. This is a good one. this evening. We mix it up. And by mix it up, I mean play different kinds of jazz. But this is a good one. This is a more relaxing one. Sometimes they're a little more upbeat. This one's definitely nice and calming. Country Road Gamer, thank you very much for the follow. Junction Loop reminds you of your city in real life. Well, hopefully it's living up to the real life expectations. Hopefully it's looking good. I think it's looking pretty good. It is a little sharp there. But it's not bad. Just make sure it's nice and fresh. There we go. So that'll get these guys off of this road onto there. And we can do the same for this bit. Curl into there. But I don't know if they need that. I don't know if that's getting used that much. It's more the people coming from the station. So we'll do another little ramp coming off of there. And that'll go up to there. So that'll be for the left-hand turning individuals. And we'll start that a little further back so we get a better intersection there. Doesn't look as ugly. Just, oh. That's a straight line. We'll just curve that in a little bit more. That'll look good. And if I actually connect that even closer, does that look pretty good? Or does that look weird? That looks a little weird just because it stretches the little decals on the road a little too much. So we'll leave it with a little bit of a gap. So they can go straight through, they can go down, they can go up. These guys are the only problem spot now. And they can technically go left here to then go left on that road. So I don't think they actually need one going like so. That would seem like overkill. We could maybe just upgrade this road instead. Make it pavement. Make it a little more official. And then for them to get onto that road, they can technically do that there as well, to be honest. So I don't even think we need that curl. I'm just gonna leave it like that. And let's see how that does. I think it'll do better. Let's just make sure all the lanes are how we want them. You guys go to there. And oh, well, I guess, yeah, that's not a one-way. I keep thinking that's a one-way road going through there, but it's not. Make it so you guys don't U-turn. Started playing this game maybe 2 weeks ago, and so horrible at it. Wanted to be on top of it before you streamed the new DLC. Well, I disagree with you. I don't think anyone can be horrible at this game. I think everyone makes beautiful cities in their own right. So don't put yourself down like that. You gotta believe in yourself. But it just takes, practice. It takes time. 2 weeks is not a lot of time when it comes to playing City Skylines. So you definitely have plenty more time and opportunities to mold your craft and create exactly the kind of cities that you want to create. I believe in you. You'll get there. Let's upgrade this road to be 40 instead of 30, since it sort of cuts through the entire district. And by sort of, I mean it does. The main road, we do have to make sure it's still 50 the whole way, and not changed to 30. We'll change this bit to 40 as well. That's 50 all the way down. Perfect. And that should be good. Now, I'm not seeing too many trucks coming down this road anymore, which is a shame. I want to see them use these roads. All right, there we go. We got a couple using the slips. Lazy Gamer, thank you very much for the follow. And Asahid, thank you very much for the follow as well. Why would you want a lower speed limit on the roads if there aren't any car crashes? Lower speeds? We raise the speeds. We're raising the speeds. We want them moving as fast as possible. Oh, and we need some power here. Did we always never have power here? Or is that a new development? What just happened? There we go. Electro with the raid. What's going on, guys? Welcome to the stream. How is everyone doing this evening? We are playing some City Skylines and just doing a little building in our new farmland of our pretty big city. 123,000 population, and this actually might be the last time we're building in this city, so we're trying to put all the finishing touches on it and make it look super nice. Oh yeah, and they're definitely using that little slip ramp in there. And I'm thinking, let's add some of those extra lanes like we did down here. Let's do that up here as well. I think it would benefit. Oh, why would you not just change everything to 100 miles per hour? I don't know. What would happen if you do that? I don't know. I don't know if there would be consequences. You could give it a try. Let's see how it goes. I'll move that back. And one is a little longer than the other. Just slightly, but we can fix that. Hey, what's up, H? Welcome to the stream. City looks very good. Well, thank you very much, Lazy Gamer. I appreciate that. We're trying. We're trying to make it look somewhat nice. So you guys are only going to turn. You guys are only going to go straight. No U-turns available. And the same thing here. You guys have your one way that you can go. And that should look pretty good. Actually, you guys can also go there, can't you? Alright, so a little extra lane connections in there, so those that are just going straight have a little more room to keep on moving. And once again, just gotta make sure, because they change. Those speed limits change on us. But yeah, if any of you guys are new to the stream here and new to this city, welcome to Quokka Beach. This is our Australian-based city, based off of the Australian capital of Canberra, especially the old part of town, which is all of this peninsula up here, especially the main sort of center city area with our gigantic crazy roundabout. We got our little downtown, our highway, and how everything is sort of connected up, and also why we have left-handed traffic. That's the reason for that as well. But definitely took a lot of inspiration early on as we've been growing the city and getting a little further away towards the outskirts. We've been taking some creative liberties and just doing what we think looks cool, like our little boomerang bay out here on the bay, and it is looking mighty fine with all that self-sufficient housing in there, and the nice quay we have going on, looking pretty cool. And of course our island with all of our tourism, our big international airport, and probably the best junction I've ever made, our Butterfly Junction, giving the name to this island, the Butterfly Island. And this city has just grown almost effortlessly, just looking super cool. And now we're getting to work on these farms out here, which are still going pretty well, not having too many issues with the workers as I was anticipating, and we're still having so much demand, so we'll just keep it all going. Keep it going. All the industrial they could ever ask for. Looks sexy AF. Well, thank you very much, Tank Dog. How are you doing? Next map, are we going back to the right-hand driving lanes? I don't know. Probably. I'm going to say probably. Just because I'm kind of, I don't know what it is about the left-handed traffic. I think it's messing me up in real life. Because I said a few streams ago how I had like an Australian dream. Which is strange because I never remember my dreams in the city as just me thinking about Australia 24/7. And I kid you not, sometimes when I get in the car and I'm like about to pull out of like my driveway into the main street, sometimes now I have a like dilemma. I have a split second. It's not a long debate, but there's just a split moment of doubt. If there's no other cars on the road, I'll just be confused for a second of which lane do I go in. It's like I'm turning left. That means, okay, I'm on that side of the road. Okay, I'm right. I'm not going head on into traffic. So I think just for me personally, we should switch back so I don't cause an accident. We're finally starting to hit the bottom of our industrial demand, which is good, because we're getting a lot of it in there. Have to go. We'll catch your streams again soon. All right, Lazy Gamer, thank you very much for hanging out with us and being here. Hope you have a great day. Alright, Narwhal, have a great night, and thank you for hanging out and being here. I'm glad you're enjoying the streams and it helps you relax. Have a good night, my friend. You have the opposite problem because you're from Australia. So whenever you play with the American traffic, it messes you up. How's this dirt road doing? We might upgrade this dirt road here. I feel like any of the connections going to this road, to our main road system here, I feel like that should be paved. Possibly with some extra lanes, like we did with this guy. I'm also thinking, I think it's time we redo this. We're gonna redo our main road. Because we need just a little more space. A little more space, a little more lanes. Get that going straight down. It's gonna come back, and it is gonna make it slightly off-centered. But I think it's time. Let's just see if we can make it look good. That's not awful. I can live with that. Gotta be careful here, because we have that farming bit with the zoning right behind us. And actually, let's get you out of there real quick. Oops. Keep you going straight. Probably should have the snapping turned on. Get you going all the way down to there. And we're spacing this out just a little bit more. It shouldn't be that devastating. We might have a couple spots that are trouble bits, but I'm hoping it'll be okay. So get that going. Was that connected? That wasn't connected. This is all connected, and this is gonna be a mess right here. I have to try to remember what the heck I'm doing right here. So this is gonna curve right up to that spot. And that's actually the easy part, going to there. And that's gonna move. To be honest, I should have probably done this from the start. I don't really know what I was thinking with the smaller road. I was thinking this would be a smaller area, but you can see it quickly turned into a gigantic farm. So I should have retconned that immediately from the start. But this isn't the worst. It's mostly straight bits, which is pretty easy to fix. You have to make sure it's all going the right way, though. I'm sure I messed something up somewhere. And then we're also gonna have to redo this little junction. I guess we're just starting from scratch there. I'll get you coming all the way down to there. That actually does connect, although not the nicest of connections. We actually push it back a little bit. That doesn't look too bad. Although now it's not lined up, which bugs me. So we actually have to space it out if we want it to still be symmetrical. Which means we'd have to grab all these nodes. And we're just going to slide this over ever so slightly. Oh, just like that. Pretty good. Pretty smooth. I will take that. accept it. Just gotta flip all of that around, and this is the important part. Make sure we don't mess anything up because of those Australian roads. Where that's all going down that way. This is all going down this way. Nope. Now I'm just flipping stuff back and forth. And then we'll add a couple extra connections here. Put these guys back. And I think that should be just fine. Alright, Momo Mumo, thank you very much for hanging out and being here. And actually, could we connect that a little further down? Yeah, right there. That would be... Oh, that's beautiful. If we can just get it right in there, perfect. That looks good. Momo Mumo, thank you very much for the follow. Also, you have a very fun Twitch name to say. Momo Mumo. I like it. That looks good. This will just connect right up to there, like we had it, and that looks perfect. Couple extra connections for that side. And yeah, let's do what we mentioned, getting that all paved going into there. Paved connections. It's going straight through to there. That's going to go straight through as well. This bit, what the heck did we do here? I completely forget. How did I do this? So we're going to have to start here. Oh, we need it to connect right there, though. There we go. And then we'll try to recreate our little slip system in there. But we'll see. We'll see how it goes. Do I have any cricket stadiums? I do not. I was actually, when I first started the city, I did look on the workshop for cricket stadiums. We did end up just using the normal football stadium that comes with the football pack. But I did look, I didn't actually get any. I don't know. I think the reason why I didn't do a cricket stadium is because all the cricket stadiums were like Brisbane or Sydney. There was no Canberra cricket stadium, so I was like, not Canberra. But I probably should have grabbed one anyway, just so we could have played around with it. Just put a small bit of path on a field instant cricket ground. I like it. Simplistic. Okay, connections. Let's see. That is about right, I think. We do have to make sure it's going the right way. Make sure everything's going the right way, to be fair. Now this is going to be a little larger than it was before. Ooh. make it work. I think we can still make it look pretty good. That's not bad. Maybe a little too curvy down here. But I like it. And then for this bit, this is where I don't know if this is going to work. Go into there and go to there. Oh, it will. It will actually work. Do you believe in miracles? Look at that. Look at that crazy junction. Oh, it's dancing. It's dancing all right. There we go. So that pretty much creates what we had before. So you guys are only gonna go straight through. You guys aren't doing a U-turn or anything crazy in there. You are only going like so. And same here. And these guys are only crossing through like so. Obviously, you're only going that way. We're gonna force you guys. You have to turn there. You guys have to stay straight in your lane. And then that way, you guys merge in. And look at that. Beautiful little pattern we got ourselves going in there. And I guess we'll also just complete the pattern with that. Because why not, right? So there we go. That should actually work. Everything should be connected up. Oh, we did miss a spot right there, so that's no problem. And then last but not least, we're gonna just adjust a couple sections to have those 3 lanes. That way we have a left turn lane, a straight through lane, and a right turn lane. I guess we could achieve that as well, just keeping the 2 lane and putting a little slip ramp in, but I kind of like utilizing the bit of 3 lane road. I just think it's something a little different, something kind of cool looking. So we'll stick with this. Also takes up a little less space, which is always good. So we'll do the same for that bit. And did I guess you guys can go to either one. Don't really need to dictate which straight bit they go to. They can do whatever. So go down to there. And just do the same on all of them. Pretty good. We might have to adjust the speed limits again, because I think by default these are 40. Yeah, the 3 lane bit is 60, so we'll make it all 50 again, and it should be okay. I'm gonna head to bed. Alright, sports fan, have a great night. And yeah, the next city, the next stream, it's coming. Get ready. I'm pretty pumped for it myself. So those are all 3 lanes. We'll change those 2 and that one as well. Definitely this one, because it is going to the train station. Yeah, you can see all the traffic in there. I think that would be helped out at least a little bit by one of these guys. Oops, that's not upgrade, that's delete. There we go. And I guess technically, since that's not a four-way intersection, we don't need that. But it will still help, because then we can have the turn lane and then the two just go straight through, that's fine. This side, however, the 3 lanes definitely help. Although we don't really want them making U-turns there, do we? So I lied. I still like it though. We'll still keep it. Oh, now this one's gonna be a little trickier to get that 10 units. So we'll just do as close as we can. About there should be good. And then we got one more to do. And again, it's not a 4-way on this side. And I don't want them to U-turn, but just for the sake of continuity, we'll keep them all the same. And again, just gives me another excuse to use this 3-lane road. Because we got it, might as well use it, right? There we go. So I'll just come in with our lane bits. Yeah, you guys aren't turning there. And this side's actually already set up, but just to be sure, and just to make sure no one's gonna be crossing over one another. That should be good. Now this one is a 4-way intersection, so it is gonna be all the proper lanes, and I am pretty happy with that. How is the traffic overall? Still at 85, but it does seem to be a lot better in here. It might just be because we deleted all the roads and redrew them, so they all are fresh with traffic. But I think just looking at it, just seeing the larger roads going down the main way, and seeing all the lanes we put in, all the slip ramps and the little curvy bits, I'm really happy with how everyone's getting around. Let's continue doing that residential, and maybe even adding a few more parks. I'm thinking this big area could be a park, and if we had the park life, we could do something really, really awesome. So we're just gonna have to settle for a normal custom park. But we'll start with a actual park, so it actually gives them some happiness. And I'm thinking the big park would be good, since it is such a big area. Let's see if we can get a straight bit right in there, so we can actually place that. There we go. So a good starting point. Let's actually get rid of these trees, because they don't line up with the trees in the park, and we want to make it look like one giant park. the same type of trees. And do we want to curve these up? I'm always tempted to just do straight bits the whole way, but I always do it and then I come back. I come back to the curves. Because the curves are just too good. Too good to pass up. We can get that going right by this basketball court. Oh, almost. I bet we could with the Move It mod. So let's actually just draw a little bit into there. Bring that all the way down to there. It normally wouldn't let us do this, but that's what the Move It mod's for. So connect it up properly. And now, that pathway goes right to the basketball court. And that looks beautiful. How am I able to curve the road how I want? If you're talking about how I'm doing this little trick with the pathway, that would be the Move It mod. And that's this little handy icon down here in the lower right-hand corner. And you can use this on pathways, you can use this on roads, you can even use it to move buildings around if you want. But what it does is, after you place a road, it allows you to bend it, you can move the endpoints, and just do all sorts of crazy things that the game normally wouldn't allow you to do. Yeah, you can basically have free reign, no limits, and just make things exactly how you want them. And speaking of exactly how I want them, let's actually continue a straight bit going right through here. And we'll move it ever so slightly, so it's a little more in line. Oh. There we go. Connect that up nicely. And that looks pretty good, so they have a way of it crossing directly through there. But I do want something here in the middle still, and that's going to be another curve. And actually, if we did something like that, but then put like a little loop in the middle. Oh, I kind of like that. I'm trying to think how I want it exactly. I think that needs to be a little curvier, so it curves to about there. And curving from here up to there. Well, kind of like that, kind of like a little braid almost. That's almost what I'm thinking. We'll just use that Move It mod yet again, just to make that nice and perfect. Slide that down just a little bit. And that's looking pretty cool. Rock and roll time? Almost. Almost. I know what you guys are thinking. And I agree. I'm with you. Oh, that's not what I meant to do. Let's undo that. Another great thing about the Move It mod, it actually has an undo feature. So if you move something, and you don't like it, you can move it back, which is so helpful. I like that. Little interesting little walkway. We'll do a nice big tree in the middle, I think. Where's our big trees? These guys? These guys. Those guys. There we go. Let's do this one. Right there in the middle. Where can you get the Move It mod? You can get the Move It mod off of the Steam Workshop. That is if you're playing it on Steam. If you're playing it on Xbox, I am sad to say, or any console, that consoles don't support mods. Hopefully one day, maybe, they will. But you guys are still getting those DLCs. Looks pretty good. I'm thinking more pathways, though. I'm thinking more pathways. We're going to use the dirt pathway, though, to mix up the zoning. Or not the zoning, but the road styles. That way we can do some curves going into there, connect those bits up, and almost have them like shortcuts, kind of. Or it's not the main path, but it's still a path. And the reason why I'm actually not properly connecting them, you can see I'm going right up to the road, but not actually snapping to it, is because when you mix the dirt and the pavement, you get this funky little texture. And of course there, it's not going to do it for me, but sometimes you get a funky little texture where it kind of wiggles like that, and then actually kind of messes up your curve as well. That's another reason. That's kind of how we had it, is it? No. How do we have that? I think we had two curves in there. But sometimes it can look like the dirt is spilling onto the pavement, and it's not terrible, but sometimes it's just a little ugly looking. So I remedy that by going right up to it, and then you can use the movement mod, and then you can see it goes underneath the paved path instead of on top of it. Let's put another node point in there so we can curve that separately, because we messed this up. There we go. That looks good. And that way we have a couple extra paths, a couple different paths, and then actually I feel like we need some paths coming out here as well. You do have the terrain. They did just add the terrain tool, which is fantastic for all you guys. Can finally flatten that land, get that nice perfect zoning, because when I played on the console version, I was given it a test run on like a free weekend. That was one of my biggest pet peeves about it, was I couldn't flatten the land. So whenever I had zoning and roads go over a giant hill, it was just all terrible zoning, and there was nothing I could do about it. Looks pretty good. I kind of like that. And that connects in that corner. Obviously connects there. I think we'll do maybe one more connection going right in there, and a dirt path going between the two, and maybe even a dirt path coming down there like so. Almost like it cuts through. Oh, I like that. I like those curves. Keeping it curvy. Almost like it's woven together with all the different pathway types. I love it. Now we'll get some of these trees and we'll continue doing a bunch of these to make it look like one gigantic park. Oh, if we can. We can click on the right spots. And actually, I'm going to take away this tree, and in its place, I'm going to put a big boulder. Big boulder, a couple happy little rocks. Just kind of hanging out, some friends. Okay, can I get a really tiny guy? Where's like the itty bitty baby rock? I know it's somewhere. I know it's somewhere. I'll click forever. There it is. No, I think we can go smaller. I want like a slider for rock size. What if I just did this the entire park? Alright, I guess this is the baby. That's the baby. We're sticking it right in there. Right with your buddy. Hey, what's up, Extennion? What do you mean completing it for now? Well, what I mean is the Park Life DLC is coming out, so we're gonna mess around with that, and we're gonna start fresh, so we can have a clean slate and just do all sorts of crazy fun Park Life builds and experiments and whatnot. So that's looking good. Some more trees on this side as well. And just sort of space them out the same as the park. Make it look like it all just flows together, so you don't see the seam of where the park ends and the custom stuff begins. The rock emote is the most beautiful thing ever. Well, I'm really glad you guys like it. It took a lot of time and a lot of tweaking, but I finally got it. I finally did it. Any other mods I would recommend? If you like messing with traffic, I would recommend the Traffic President mod, or Traffic Manager President Edition mod. That's my second favorite mod behind Move It. And really, those are the only two in my personal play experience that you need. Those are the two that, without it, you can build a city, but with it, it's just so much easier to just make those small little adjustments that really can make the difference. All right, we're doing another big one. Oh, that's, well, I mean, hold on. No, maybe not. Oh, maybe. Oh, that's a good spot for that. That is a good spot for that rock. Just like that. Alright, let's go to the beach. Let's plop it down. Let's grab the Move It. And let's see all the ugly terrain. What? There we go. Oh, it does put a boulder right on the road. Unless we squeeze it. Oh, there we go. There it is. There it is. Oh, that is a happy little rock right there. Right up to the road. Nice edge of the park. We will do a couple extra little, not so gigantic boulders, but a couple other ones down here. And I think we get a few in here. We could even do some of these long bits that we rarely ever use. I don't know how I like the look of this though. Kind of weird. Let's just do without it. But we'll do one more. Let's see. Have we used this one? We have 4 different kinds of rocks. Which one did we not use? This guy? This guy. You're going over here. Yeah, let's actually move it a little closer to the pathway, so it's not perfectly centered. Give it a little bit of an off-centered look. But we don't want these guys to get lonely, so we give them some friends. We give them some family. Oh, and there's the tiny babies. Scatter just a couple around. These guys are buddies over here. The little tiny rocks, they like to stick together. They don't wander too far away from each other. This one likes hanging out by the bushes. And that's got some rocks down there already. Oh, there he is. Look how adorable that tiny little rock is. You know what? He gets that space all to himself. That's his. That's his land. He owns it. We're gonna move this guy. You gotta move across the street. He's the king. He's the king of that land. So we're having a weekend full of park life. Oh, we've got park life plans. Don't you worry. There will be plenty of park life. I'm liking it. Let's definitely get some more trees in. Get some trees around here, but don't get too close to the baby. We'll give him some shade. We don't want to smother them. These guys, though. These guys love the soft trees. Love being engulfed in a sea of trees. Get a nice row going straight along there because it is such a straight pathway. I feel like it should have a little care taken to those trees right there, and then the rest of it a little more of the chaotic nature. Everything's looking excellent. Just a few more trees. I'm actually... Should we leave a couple spots without trees? Like a couple open fields? Would that be weird? If there was a couple sections within the pathways that were just void of all trees? Because I feel like sometimes you see that in parks, right? Where it's kind of like an open clearing where people like play frisbee and have picnics and stuff like that. Maybe we'll delete some of these. Like a small, like this bit. I feel like this bit should not have anything in it. We'll move the rocks. Oh, where'd he go? He disappeared. He's hiding. He's shy. That's a shy rock. Oh, and this bush, though. Alright, the bush is just going away. Yeah, something like that. Is that weird? Is that weird to have an open spot like that? A little playground. That's what the rocks are. The rocks are the playground. But we can't actually place a little playground. I mean, we could place like the playground park, which we could do with the Move It mod. This is something we'll be able to do, or something similar to what we'd be able to do with the park life. But actually, let's give it a shot. I think this would look pretty good. Small playground. Find a little spot where we're not going to zone anything, like right there. And then move you over to here. You might have issues. You might say, like, hey, I need to be connected to the road or something like that. But that actually looks pretty cool. I might turn it, since it does have the dirt path. Let's put it on a road that has the dirt path. It does add some of the trees, though, so that kind of defeats the purpose of not having anything in there. But it does look kind of cool. I do think there should be a few more trees, though. Since it has the trees around it, so it doesn't look as square and as perfect. But maybe like this. Oh, no, can't do that because that's part of the park. Alright, that's fine. I'm okay with that. That's pretty nice looking. I think it'll definitely look better if we get more zoning around it, as with most parks. Because that way you can sort of differentiate it from the greenery that's currently around it. Right now it's just everything's green, but once we get some housing in here, which we will do, just a nice line of housing. Like that to start. Make sure they have water. Building. How's our electricity doing? We actually don't need this going from there to there, and we can actually connect this up through there. Let's see if we can actually connect it with one of our little earthquake sensors. If we throw you down, oh, doesn't actually fit right in the middle. Oh, so close. Alright, I'll put you down there. And scoot you in. And let's see. There we go. So a little power connector. That way we don't need all the gigantic lines. And traffic's still at 85%, which is excellent. Excellent to see. And we have our bridge here. Do we need another bridge? We talked about doing a second bridge coming from over here. Maybe coming off of that circle. And coming down here into here. I don't know if we need that though. I would kind of like that. But do we need it? That's the real question. Because this is getting used, and it is pretty efficient in terms of the way they get on it and off of it. We could bring a bridge from here, which would be kind of crazy, or a tunnel or something coming from our leisure district, and that would give them a different way of getting in and out of the city, although that might actually cause more traffic than reduce traffic, because then people might be cutting through there just to get back and forth from the zones. But traffic's actually not too bad right now, but it does get a little busy every now and then on this one road that leads down to here, so we'll keep an eye on that. Train's doing pretty well. Traffic around the train is still doing pretty well also. Let's get some roads in this bit. And what do we want to do? We did a little cul-de-sac there. We've done some curves. Maybe we'll sort of snake this around a little bit. Hey, what's up, Son of Flynn? Welcome to the stream. If we actually almost did like a snake sort of windy design. This is very rough. But something kind of like that. That's kind of ugly. That's very ugly. I feel like it should have some straight bits to it. Or have the hint of straight bits. Maybe we'll actually turn off all the snapping. That way they're not exactly perfect. I was kind of like the idea of that curving like so, because we have a lot of commercial. We do still have demand for commercial though. Oh, and yeah, we are getting that issue with the park not being connected to a road, but we'll just ignore it for now. Because I do want this to be a neighborhood in here. I don't want this to be another commercial zone, since we have such a large one. But something sort of like that, except we'll make all these curves much better. Oh, that's one way to make a curve better. Just make it straight. actually doesn't look too bad. Minus the part where we keep making it straight. There we go. I like that. I feel like that looks like a pretty nice neighborhood. Just, nope. Keep the curves. Keep the curves. Yeah, I like that. We're not doing education out here again, and let's just make sure, yeah, this district. Make sure this district extends to include this little gumdrop over here. And it's got the beach. And that should be fine. Just going right to there. And we do need to take the district off of this road because it does also have an Old Town policy, I believe. So we want to make sure everyone can get in and out of there and use that road. Which they are definitely starting to back up in there a little bit. Now the good thing about the smaller road though is because it is a lower speed limit, they aren't entering as fast or quite as fast as some other roads, so they exit almost the same speed. It's not 100% perfect, but it is still backing up, so that's not even helping out too much, which is kind of a shame. And everyone's going here, so making this like 2 lanes or anything wouldn't really help. Huh. What do we need to do? We might actually need another cargo train to sort of split them up a little bit. Because that's, I think, why our other cargo trains are so successful is because we don't have any big areas that don't have access to multiple stations. Like these guys can go there, these guys can go there. Also, we're also making smaller industrial zones up here, opposed to the gigantic industrial zone, which you can see is now starting to have some issues. Actually, they're having some garbage issues. Which we could put a recycling plant somewhere up here. Maybe we'll put it down out here. That's actually a good spot. I'll put 2 recycling plants in there. We'll get rid of that road. Do some more of that residential zoning. Yeah, these guys need some garbage care as well. And that is a lot of zoning. Oh, we're also going to do some zoning along here. And they are building. Do we need more parks? We do have a couple parks. We're not doing education, although we could maybe get away with an elementary school. It would certainly increase the land value. The train station's not really helping in terms of the land value. So let's actually do a few office buildings in here to sort of act as a buffer between the train station and the residential that we're going to get. See that residential demand. We're using it up. It's running dry. We're gonna need some more. Oh, here it comes. It's coming back. I love seeing the turning lanes doing their job, working how they're supposed to. The middle lane just continuing on straight, not having to get backed up by that traffic. It was excellent to see. And I'm gonna say, the farms, I'm happy with how they're turning out. Definitely have a lot of space still to zone, but just the way they're building up, the way they're looking, I'm digging them. In our curvy neighborhood, very curvy. I think they like it. I think they like it out here. I certainly like having them out here. Oh, that demand though. Demand just keeps on going away. We could fit, well, we could fit a couple extra parks out here. We could maybe, oh, we would be able to fit them right in there. Let's do that. Get you curving all the way down. And of course we'll make it look nice and lined up. Get rid of these guys. Just curve it up a little tiny bit. I'll be able to grab that. Make it a little more centered. Oh yeah, this guy. This guy needs a little bit of a curve. There we go. And does this really not have power? What do you think the chances are we can sneak a little tiny pathway? Oh, don't think it's gonna let us do it. Or will it? Oh, it will. Perfect. So it still connects. We could actually do that on this side, but since we have the little tiny extra gap, I kind of like that. We could actually, hold on, let's do this. Let's do something a little fancy. Let's actually get a tiny little pedestrian bridge in here. If it will actually let us. It might not, but we'll try. Going over there. Oh. I think that should be tall enough for people to walk under. Oh, I like that. And we'll add, or try to add, those little bits in. Might not be able to do it on this side, but that's alright. Perfect. Oh, I love that. And we got a fire already. The building's not even done building and it's on fire. Let's see how coverage is. Oh, we do need some fire coverage. That would definitely help everyone. And you know what? Let's just replace that building with a fire station. I think it's a sign. I think it's a sign that that's supposed to be a fire station right there. So there they go. And then medical would probably be a good idea somewhere down here as well. And we'll do you right there. And I really just want this all to be filled to the brim with residential, but that is a lot of zoning. Oh, that's gonna be so nice. Let's speed it up a little bit and see if they eventually build. Did that even speed it? I guess it sped it up a little bit. The bigger your city gets, the less the speed indicators have effect. I've noticed. So we're at like 1.5 times speed right now, essentially. Oh, that is looking good. We're not having any issues in the farm still, so let's keep on zoning that. We'll do that bit to start. How we doing on water? Still doing pretty good. Electricity's still good. Garbage, we're technically still almost in the green. Oh, it would help if they had power. Probably. That'd probably boost us up a little bit. Checking out. There we go. That little tiny tick. We got it. We're good. Still a giant fire hazard. We should maybe put some fire helicopters out here. And it would fit pretty nicely right in there. Ooh, I wish it was actually connected to this road, since it's a paved road. And I don't think I can flip it. Oh, it's just barely too big. And we have these areas where it would fit there. And could we actually fit it on this side? We would be able to fit it there. We'd have to move those water towers, which I think we'll do. We'll put them on the opposite side. How about that? Put you over there and over there. There we go. So now we can have a fire helicopter depot right in that space. Give them a big old watchtower on that side. We'll put another watchtower on that side. And watch it all turn to blue. There we go. That looks pretty good. And let's see, can we actually move these? Let's see if the move it mod is nice today. Oh, it is. It actually is letting us move it. So we can make those nice and ground level. Oh. Maybe? Maybe not? Oh, it's saving. Saving. It was saving. It's in the middle of saving. There we go. Come on. Come on, Move It Mod. You were doing so well. There you go. Alright. I don't know what it is about water towers. Move It Mod just does not like it. Alright. D-zone that bit. Do I have any mods or props on? I do. There's just a handful of mods that we're using. If you use !mods, you can get the short list of what this city is being built with. But essentially, our most used ones would be the Move It mod and the Traffic President mod, by far most used. And what is going on down here? We're getting some traffic finally. That is a lot of traffic. Oh yeah. Oh, that's some traffic. We could maybe back up the 3 lanes even further, but it actually looks like most of them are turning left, which is the problem, which goes back to my idea of maybe another train station. If we put another train station down here, I wonder if that would split up traffic. Also, we're starting to get those not enough worker issues. They're still building. They're slowly building, but they are building. How's our traffic doing? 84% still, even with all that traffic. Let's upgrade that to be paved. Let's put another train station right down in here. And now, how do I want to do this? How are we splitting this up? So we have this line coming down into there. I guess we could have the second line just go directly to here instead of having the underground loop. Although they are using the loop. But I guess they would just reverse out of there, wouldn't they? Let's do that. Let's get rid of the loop. And where did my underground bit go? My crazy other underground bit. Oh, we just did the one. That's right. That's right. Okay. So this is gonna come straight on here, and oh yeah, we are having those issues. Those worker issues. Oops. I didn't connect it to the overworld. There we go. So that'll go like so. And yeah, we'll just have it be a dead end. And I just want to see how the traffic is going to react to having 2 train stations now instead of just the one. Oh, worker issues are appearing to get worse. We're starting to get a little bit of abandonment. Which means we're hitting the tipping point of how much farming land we can actually have. Gonna do a little more commercial because we have the demand for it, and hopefully that'll raise our residential demand, so hopefully we can get some more people living in here. And we're not seeing the backup on the main road anymore, which is good. And we are seeing a couple guys use this station. I feel like I maybe should have recessed this station off of that road and put like a little side road for it. also continue that straight down through. And we'll just do some traffic adjustments to where you guys aren't going to be making super sharp turns. Like so. And you have to go that way. And I think that should be good. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, that's some issues. That's what I've been waiting for. It finally happened though. But that, I will say, took a lot more zoning than I expected. I thought we were going to hit that like our first little bit that we were going to zone. So the fact that we made it this far is super, super awesome. Not enough educated workers. Uh-oh. Now we're getting into the tricky part. We're getting into the game of our commercial needs educated workers. Our industry needs uneducated workers. And it just creates a big kerfuffle. But they're not abandoning. I will say that. We did have the one abandoned building, but it looks like they're pulling through. So maybe that means they're slowly getting more workers. Let's see, 5 out of 12. So I think we just need more people. I think that's the issue. And they're building. They're slowly building. Let's also do the outside of that road. And we have our medical. We could use some more death care over here, though. That is for sure. And we'll do that. Sneak it in right there. Because that makes them happy. Makes them happy knowing that they have a place to go when they die. And what kind of workers do you need, actually? You just need regular educated workers. Maybe we will do a small elementary school. Let's see if we can fit one in. Because I don't think it's gonna... Hopefully it's not gonna hurt our industrial too bad. And that's a perfect spot right there. So we'll just throw that directly in. And you get a path going back to there for those guys. So they can walk to school if they so please. Just a couple extra trees out here. Because that should definitely raise the land value. Yeah, you can see it slightly, a little that aqua greenish color. Which is something schools are really good for. I will give them that. They definitely increase the land value, which then in turn increases your residential demand. Oh yeah, they're starting to abandon now. It's not looking good now. Oh, you know what we could put out here? Actually, we have this... Did we already put a riding stable? in the city? I think we did. I think we put one somewhere. There's one. I feel like that would look good in the farming area. Can you do multiple of those? They're not a unique building, are they? The riding stable? No, they're not. I'm gonna do a couple of these. Let's put one there. Put one on this side. Does it fit that way? It does not fit that way. Yeah, let's not put it there because that's polluted. But that actually has a very similar look to the farm, so it's almost, I mean, it is kind of a farm, right? It's, you know, barns and horses and whatnot, so it's a different kind of farm. So I think that fits in pretty well there. Let's actually center that up a little bit. A little bit better. That'll do. I really like that. I don't know why I didn't think about that. The cargo train traffic does seem to be much better with the two stations. Do we have anyone actually still using this one? Are those guys going there? They are. Okay, so a couple people are using that. But it actually looks like most of the industrial traffic has switched to using the more southern one. But there still is a split, which is good. Let's put a couple slip ramps in here to make this just a little better. That is excellent. And we'll do the same on this side, just for symmetry. And make it so you guys have to go straight, so they don't make a left turn in there like that one car just did. And same on this side. And that looks good. We could do the slip ramps the other way as well for getting into the spot, but we have the turning lanes, so I think that's okay. I don't think we need the slip ramps. But that is looking super good. Still a couple abandoned buildings, but most of the residential is actually built up, which is pretty spectacular to see. Let's take a look at that. Oh, we're actually missing this inner circle bit. I don't know if they're actually going to zone. Someone's driving on it, though. They're scouting out a house. I see you, person. Do we think they're actually going to build? Oh, 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 there they go. They're building. It's happening. It is happening. Oh, that's excellent. Excellent to see. Take a look at that land value. Actually, let's look at the land value of the entire city. Oh, the southern island really cranking up the land value. What's causing that? The community pool, I guess? Community pool, a couple parks, some schools, of course, gonna help. Yeah, lots of parks in there. Little custom parks as well. That might be the highest land value in the city right there. Oh, wait, hold on. Till you get to the beach. The beach, the nice, self-sufficient right on the butterfly island. Oh, look at that. That's pretty good. I can see that definitely being like a rich person's neighborhood. And then even here, little suburban area up in here. That actually does have quite the nice look, because we filled this entire thing with plazas. That's why the land value is so ridiculous. But hey, that just makes it a super nice zone, right? Super fancy. They can afford all those parks. That is excellent. That's really awesome to see. Like a nice spread, a nice variety of different land values. Because once my cities get really big and you get all like the monuments and stuff in, it can really just wash out the entire land value and everything's upgraded completely. So it's nice to actually see something with a little bit of variety to it for once in one of my cities. Oh, yeah, these guys are abandoning. Oh, you guys are just having problems because you're a one square building. That's what it is. We didn't really need that school. And they just tricked me. They tricked me into putting a school. My citizens are getting smarter. They're learning. They're learning how to get what they want from me. We were also going to upgrade the speed limits on this road. We never actually did that. So I should probably do that. Not the biggest of deals, but I'll do it just in case. Just to help them out a little bit. Gotta make sure we get all those different road bits that we put in. And we'll do these slip ramps as well. Oh, what did I do here? What is that? Oh, that's the train line. That's what that is. I was really confused by that symbol. What is that symbol? It's the trains. I don't even know what that means. No speed limit? Limitless? Is that what that means? They can go as fast as they want? As fast as humanly possible? I'm all for it. I dig it. I'm with it. Electricity's still good. Water is still good. Oh, just waiting for these guys right in here to build up. I know what they need. They need a big boulder or two. Could we fit these guys? Oh, I think we could. I think we could. Let's place it out here. Let's grab it with the Move It mod. And let's just squeeze you right into there. And I'll twist you around a little bit. And there it is. Means national speed limit in the UK. Oh, well, thank you very much for pointing that out to me. See, learn something new every day. Couple trees in here just to make it look extra nice. A couple of these little guys as well. Haven't caught a stream in a bit. How's it going? Going pretty well. I'm very, very excited for the Park Life DLC, which is dropping tomorrow. So we're sort of just wrapping things up here, at least for now, in this city. But things are looking pretty good. Means drive to conditions, usually 100 kilometers per hour for Australia. Interesting. So it means, so essentially it does mean like go as fast as you can without being ridiculous. Oh, hello. I've been waiting. I've been on the lookout this entire part to see where's the giant fire gonna be. We just found it. We found the giant fire. Looks like most of the houses, except for the ones that are currently still on fire, most of the houses came away unscathed. The land, not so much. A little scorched. Just a tiny bit. Just a touch. It looks like we're gaining more residential zoning. It looks like all these guys have completely filled up over there. So let's continue zoning down here. And we'll do all this in here. It's a lot. Well, we actually have a fair amount of zoning, so hopefully this will take up most of it. Oh, I just broke the power. I'm coming back. Don't you worry, guys. I'm coming back. Oh, they do need that. Surprisingly, I thought you guys didn't need that anymore. Starting a new city for the DLC, at least initially, just so we can like play around with it and sort of have the freedom to do whatever we want without having the, you know, restraints of an already built city, so we can make completely new zones and new parks and all sorts of new ideas. Let's do a little more commercial down here as well. And again, avoiding the little one-block buildings like these guys, because they just, I don't know what it is about them. They always have issues. They always have some issues. A little more commercial because we have the demand. I'll put a little more office down this away. And we'll do a little more in there also. Not going to do right here because we do have that housing. We'll do maybe a little commercial in here. Is this organic commercial? I don't know if it is. Maybe we'll take that away if it's not. It is not, because it's just normal. But we'll see if they have any issues with that. Oh, seeing some upgrades happening. Excellent to see. I'm actually surprised these offices aren't building up super quickly. The houses slowly building still. Finally get Sunset Hills completed. I still love this park. I love how this little oval turned out. Maybe I'll take like a snapshot of this and we'll try to sort of recreate this with the park life so it has a proper purpose, because I love this. It's got a good view, good look from afar, but also a awesome look close up. It's the perfect park. We're never gonna do better. We should just give up. And we have our little, what would you call this? High tech? Not really high tech, but our media center, I guess. We have the observatory and the TV station, semiconductor plant, research center. Do we have the semiconductor plant? No. We've got faculty buildings, that's what we have. But it's looking good. And oh man, this city was just, from the get-go, everything we did just fell into the right spot. Even things that I thought was gonna be a mistake, like the way our road system got laid out, our double road, our gigantic roundabouts. I thought it was gonna be awful, and we're still sitting here. 123 population, or I'm sorry, 123,000 population, almost 124K, with 85% traffic. The way our downtown looks is amazing. Our expo center in there, all of our ramps, the IT cluster buildings, creating an awesome downtown skyline to sort of contrast the low density of the rest of the city. We made a little artificial island out here with the Theater of Wonders. Got our stadium right along the coastline. Those crazy trains going off into the distance now, which are looking super cool. Lots of cargo. So much cargo in this city. Oh man. And the farms to top it all off. Just a little extra bit over there. We actually got to it. We got to the farms. But, oh man. This city. Probably still not my favorite, but it's up there. It's up there. I would say top 3. Top 3 cities I've built. This is in the running for my favorite. But you know what? I think that's a good stopping point for this evening. A little shorter than usual, kind of average, but on the shorter end because we'll be back. Oh, we will be back tomorrow. We'll do our special Park Life DLC stream, and it's going to be awesome. Next City Snow? Maybe. It depends on if there's new maps with the Park Life, because if there's new maps, I'll probably choose one of those just because it's part of the whole new bundle experience, but I can definitely see a snow map sometime in the future, because we only did the one, so I'd definitely like to give it another go in the snow. But thank you guys very, very much for hanging out, and if you've been here for a while as Quokka Beach has grown, thanks for sticking around. If you're new, just coming in, welcome, and we'll definitely be doing some more building, and we might return to the city. We'll see. So this might not be the end. It's the end for now. ... But yeah, thank you guys very, very much, and we'll be back, like I said, tomorrow. Rex, oh no, coming in right at the end. I'm sorry, Rex. I'm sorry you got here right at the end, but don't worry, because we'll be streaming tomorrow, and we'll be streaming with the Park Life DLC, so hope to see you guys there, and thank you all, everyone, for all the follows, all the love, all the support you guys have been giving me. You guys are as much of the reason Quokka Beach was a success as I am, so thank you guys very, very much. I know I'm a broken record, I keep saying it, but it's true. So thank you guys. Hope you all have a great night or a great day wherever you are. Take care.